The Emperor Tarot Card Meanings. Counterpart to the Empress, the Emperor signifies a powerful influence, generally male in nature. This can also include concepts in your life historically considered masculine, such as leadership and authority, self-discipline, and stability through the power of action. Its positive influences suggest you may be on a path to advancement or promotion, but it can also be neutral. Often a companion to those destined to take on greater responsibility, it may presage change or loss that necessitates you stepping forward to shoulder a greater burden than you have in the past. Whatever the impetus for the change, it indicates you may possess an uncommon inner strength that will compel you act and to lead. It looks as though a kind, older man may be part of your scenario. This could be a work colleague, or your father or a father-type figure. Perhaps he will be interested in you romantically. If so, don't rule him out, just because of his age. You may feel that this man rules with an iron fist and that he can be frustrating at times. Despite that, he is trying to help you to see that rules have their place and their reasons, and you will come out all the better for it. Above all else, this man teaches, without even trying, perhaps, the benefits of structure and logic ruling over the emotions and lesser desires. Past. Authority has played a great role in shaping your life. Your good position may be due to a government or a powerful person. The resolution of a recent conflict is approaching. Present. There may be a moment where someone in a position of authority offers to help you. In any form, the more experienced hand that has come to help you may be more capable than yours. Protecting your loved ones is important, but those in a leadership position must know how to compromise. Beware the overly dependent. Future. Taking the initiative may lead you closer to your goal, but only if you can bear the responsibility of all your actions. You will be given the opportunity to lead in one of life's many roles. Remember those who follow behind you. The Emperor, as the counterpart to the Empress, stands for all things fatherly. He is structure, order, and authority in your life. While moving forward in your endeavors, this card indicates that assertiveness and rationality will take you a long way. With that, your answer is yes. Key dates: March 21st to April 20th. Work. Work should be going well and your efforts will not be going unnoticed. Pay particular attention to organization, follow-through, and logic. Your results should be stellar, and if not stellar, at least much better than they were. If you are looking for work, now is a time to be dispassionate and to step outside yourself and think about how others see you from a logical point of view. Explore the logical reasons why they should hire you and then stress them to others. You are likely to be successful in finding work if you make a logical and sustained effort now. Love. You may find yourself falling for someone who is older than you now. This person is likely to be attracted to order, logic, and organization. The attraction may not be mutual from the very beginning, but if you are patient and persistent, it is likely to grow. Remember that fireworks at the beginning are all well and good, but ask yourself how long fireworks last for in life. A slow-burning connection is likely to far outlast the fireworks. Finances. This card shows a need for discipline, logic, and order to make your finances work better for you. What we pay attention to in our life grows. Are you treating your money with respect? Do you know how much you have, where it is going, and so forth? Do not focus on what you don't have right now, but instead focus on what you do have. Paying attention to what you have, and be the best steward of it that you can be. Health. Believe in your right to good health and be logical about what you are doing to your body. Order and discipline may be helpful. For example, if you are struggling with a health issue, write down your symptoms, track them, and then see if anything in your life corresponds with your systems. Consider an elimination diet to check for food intolerances. Spirituality. Be sure to take time out for yourself in order to honor your need for spiritual growth. Do not focus totally on your left-brained aspects, logic, reason, order, but allow your right brain to have input too. Logic can lead you to the spirit, if you allow this, and if you don't get too stuck in your logical self. Meditation, which requires great discipline for most people, will come easier to you now if you make the time and take the effort to try. Playing cards first entered Europe in the late 14th century, most likely from Mamluk Egypt, with suits of batons or polo sticks, coins, swords, and cups. These suits were very similar to modern tarot divination decks and are still used in traditional Italian, Spanish and Portuguese playing card decks. The first documented tarot packs were recorded between 1440 and 1450 in Milan, Ferrara, Florence, and Bologna, when additional trump cards with allegorical illustrations were added to the common four-suit pack. These new decks were called Carte de Triomphe, triumph cards, and the additional cards known simply as Triomphe, which became trumps in English. The earliest documentation of Triomphe is found in a written statement in the court records of Florence, in 1440, regarding the transfer of two decks to Sigismondo Pandolfo Malatesta. The oldest surviving tarot cards are the 15 or so Visconti Sforza tarot decks painted in the mid-15th century for the rulers of the Duchy of Milan. A lost tarot-like pack was commissioned by Duke Filippo Maria Visconti and described by Marciano da Tortona probably between 1418 and 1425, since the painter he mentions, Michelino da Bisazzo, returned to Milan in 1418, while Marciano himself died in 1425. He described a 60-card deck with 16 cards having images of the Greek gods and suits depicting 4 kinds of birds. The 16 cards were regarded as trumps since in 1449 Jacopo Antonio Marcello recalled that the now deceased duke had invented a novum quadam et exquisitum triumphorum genus, or a new and exquisite kind of triumphs. Other early decks that also showcased classical motifs include the Solabusca and Boiardo Viti decks of the 1490s. In Florence, an expanded deck called Minchiate was used. This deck of 97 cards includes astrological symbols and the 4 elements, as well as traditional tarot motifs. Although a Dominican preacher inveighed against the evil inherent in cards in a sermon in the 15th century, no routine condemnations of tarot were found during its early history. Because the earliest tarot cards were hand-painted, the number of the decks produced is thought to have been small. It was only after the invention of the printing press that mass production of cards became possible. The expansion of tarot outside of Italy, first to France and Switzerland, occurred during the Italian Wars. The most important tarot pattern used in these two countries was the Tarot of Marseilles of Milanese origin.